See how long it takes them to notice this fake thumb.
Oh, the fake thumb. We're live, so they
no.
They're
watching the ad.
Okay, that's good.
It's fine.
All right. Hopefully the audio is good. Let us know if the audio is not good.
I got a green light.
Yeah, I've got a green light.
Green is good.
Let me dial this up on my computer here.
Dial it in, dial it up.
Yep. I'm old school.
Dial up.
I remember dial up.
This is really good audio for the start of our podcast.
At least you'll be able to hear, right? Let's see here. No, it's good. We're good. Perfect. All right. Hello and... I'm about to start the intro tape.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hello and welcome to The Morning Brick, the best place for LEGO news, rumors, and opinions here at 9:30s on Atlanta Brickco TV. I'm your host, Mark, joined by the venerable Daniel.
Venerable? Oof.
Exactly.
Hey, I like your shirt today.
That's nice, isn't it?
That's not one you pull out very often.
No, I've had this for a long time, but I don't wear it all the time. But and also, your shirt looks good too, Daniel.
Thank you.
That's one of ours, actually. That's the Brickco.
Designed by an expert.
Yeah, exactly. Expert craftsman. All right, so who do we have in the chat today? We got R. Claxton, Grumpy J, Scott Schiller, Morgan, Brick Mom VA. We got Scott Schiller, already said that.
Fazoom making an early appearance.
Well, Fazoom, what are you doing up so early? All right.
I know, he's usually sleeping. I say that every week, though. He's actually been getting in earlier.
No, Fazoom's great.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, so Duder
Dan
Bricks.
Smith.
Yeah, Chris Dodson. Maniraj, that's how it's pronounced, I believe. So, and then
I
Tunner.
think that's pretty good.
And then Nexus, good to see you all. Thank you for joining us.
Chad Konis, morning from Kansas.
Yeah.
That's not a name I could recognize. Do you know that one?
Chad?
Maybe a newcomer. Welcome in, Chad.
I feel like I've seen Chad before, but I could be wrong. But yeah, anyway.
I've been out for a while.
Yeah, you've been gone. We'll talk about that in just a second. But so the first news item we want to talk about today is we released a new video that's pretty cool. It's a little bit an exception to our normal day-to-day stuff.
Sure.
It's the Portland Haul. It's a very entertaining watch. It's over an hour long. It catalogs our entire expedition out to Portland and bringing all the sets back. It doesn't really cover all that was in the Portland Haul because most of that's sold already and it's kind of already, it's already cycled through at this point.
Yeah.
But the adventure still lives on, and so go ahead and check that out if you haven't after the stream.
The real adventure was the the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. And the money we lost along the way.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's funny to see that ching of all them spending stuff.
Don't talk about that.
But one thing I wanted to bring up really quick, and this is kind of a little bit more important, serious, it's basically, Angie was in the video, and that reminded me that last Thursday, we had some people asking, how's Angie doing? She's doing well, from what we know. She actually is no longer with us at Atlanta Brickco. She's been gone for a number of weeks now, I think. We wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that and announce that, and she's off doing great things, and we wish her well. But that's the news. So yeah. But anyway, so Daniel, you went to you were gone for a while too, but not in the same way. You were on a trip. Right. So
yes,
how was that?
I was on a trip. So Steven and Corey and I, Corey's a popular viewer of the channel. Mm-hmm. Yep. We all took a trip to Germany for it. It was only going to be like 4 or 5 days. It ended up being closer to a week. Yeah. We'll have a video coming out that explains all that.
Exactly.
But we had a blast. We went up to Lego House in Denmark. We were in Munich and Hamburg in Germany. Mm-hmm. Just beautiful country.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Fantastic food. Fantastic adult beverages,
That's great.
All of that.
Yeah, so Steven doesn't drink as far as I know, but I know you and Corey do. Yeah, so you guys got to enjoy that for him. Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, Nexus brings up a good point. If anyone spoils Mando Season 3, I'm leaving. Haven't seen it yet. No spoilers, please.
Yeah, no major spoilers, please. If you enjoyed
it,
let us know.
It only just came out at, 3 a.m. here Eastern time?
It's still fairly early in the morning.
6 hours ago?
Yeah.
Hopefully not too many people have watched it. But yes, if you spoil anything, I'm banning you.
So Steven was saying you should tell people on the Morning Brick that it's like, oh man, that was a bold choice to kill off Grogu in the first hour of the episode. But no, we're not. No.
Grogu's an angsty teenager now.
Exactly. No, that's what. No. No, I'm sure it's going to be entertaining. Going to be watching that tonight with my brother and mother, so it'll be fun to watch.
For sure.
But please, no major spoilers. Most of us haven't seen it yet. So.
Yep.
But so you had that Lego news. Was there anything else in your Lego week that you wanted to bring up besides Lego House?
No,
that's pretty the main thing.
That kept me pretty busy. Yeah, I think that was about it.
All right. Well, I got back to sorting, which is kind of like every day for a Lego fan. But also, I got some serious building done on my geode.
Nice.
So I got this. I had the pink one and I had the red one, and now I have this giant blue one. It's the biggest one so far. It's really cool. It's kind of pear or tear shaped.
Okay.
So it's kind of a point on the top and round to the bottom. It's really cool.
When can we expect the next update?
That's coming up next Saturday.
There you
So
go.
you'll see not only your adventures in Germany on here, but you're also on my channel. You'll see more Geode stuff. So keep an eye out for all that stuff on Saturday.
And is that Rock Raiders build the current?
Oh, there goes my bin of pieces. Yeah.
Is that Rock Raiders build the current thing that's benefiting the most from the membership tier that's for special projects?
We're currently not really focusing that on anything right now. So other than I was actually thinking of investing in some Lego busts out there just to literally bust them.
Oh, busts.
In slow motion.
Okay,
So
I
yeah,
see.
the
Busting
Lego
busts.
Carnage and Iron Man and all these, but I'm like they're
Well,
a
you know
little
what,
expensive.
You know what they say, Mark? Busting makes me feel good.
Oh no. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we don't have our fund tier applying to anything particular, but I'm hoping that we can do that soon. I haven't been using it for the Geode stuff because anyway, we'll work something out. We'll create a new project that is documented here at the store maybe or something. But,
Good morning, Sam Williamson. Good morning, Josiah. Maharaj also said yes, you got it right. So there you go. Good job.
perfect. Raj, there.
All right, what do we want to talk about first?
All right, so there's a number of news items. I think the most ironic and painful for you to discuss would be the Lego House Pirate exclusive set. I think that's number 4.
Yeah,
in the
you
line.
go ahead. You can talk about that one. I'm gonna sit over here, and you call me when you're done.
You're just growing over in the corner for a minute.
You
There,
just,
Dave.
let me know when you're done talking about the pirate. I'll come back.
Okay, so not only did Daniel and Steven and Corey visit the Lego House, but it was literally days before they announced the gigantic and beautiful Lego Pirate set. And man, it's so cool, and it's so it must be infuriating for them that they were there literally days before it dropped and announced. And man, it's cool. So we're gonna have to try and email some friends of ours in Denmark and see if they could send us a copy, or maybe we'll fly over there within a year and be able to get it. But it's awesome, and it's really, I think this is a fantastic set, and I'm glad it's an exclusive. At the same time, there's a part of me that's really upset this is not available on Lego.com for everybody, because it's super cool, it's awesome, and it's going to be very expensive on the aftermarket. I could see this on Bricklink for $500.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say this is the Lego House exclusive set that they've done that has the most mass appeal.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The Wooden Duck was another top contender, but I think this is probably one of the best ones they've done so far.
Yeah, this is, I mean, what the Lego Pirate minifigure doesn't really have anything specifically to do with the Lego House itself in my mind.
It really doesn't. Yeah, so it's the title of it is for like the anniversary of the minifigure, so it's kind of generic that way, but the fact that it's pirates specifically is kind of unique. I mean, they could have just done a very generic minifigure with, the like blue shirt and red legs or whatever the default one is that they usually do.
Exactly.
But they chose to do that. I think it's also interesting because apart from Pirates of Barracuda Bay a number of years ago, there wasn't really anything pirates for the 90th anniversary. So this is kind of a nice thing to throw to the Pirates fans. However, a lot of them are upset that they were like, oh, bring back Pirates. And then they're like, okay, well, here's a set that you can only get in Denmark.
You can only get it by flying to a country, and
However, I will use it as yet another opportunity to say, if you've never been to the Lego House, you need to go. I mean, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
You can do it for pretty cheap if you know what you're doing.
Exactly, yeah.
Travel-wise.
Everyone's going to be calling Boone. I'm probably not going to be calling Boone because he's going to be busy with that.
Yeah.
But I do have other friends there that work at Lego, and I can maybe reach out to them. We'll see.
I will never go to the Lego House in February ever again. Only after March.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after March so that you can catch those releases. But let's see. Any other friends here? Let's see. Nostalgia Clan is here. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. We got Stanley, and then that's about it. So thank you guys for joining. And Boone's gonna be very busy. $300 on eBay, says Scott, for the pirate. Wow. And then we need a Lego Pirates who don't do anything set. There you go, VeggieTales. I'd like that.
There you go.
Anything VeggieTales is great. Another thing that I realized we didn't talk about this on our Between the Studs video, Daniel, but another reason that Corey was a little bit miffed at the timing of your trip is that there was a Ribbon Dance signing happening in Munich just a few days after you guys were there, like literally the next week. That'd be happening in Munich. So that, and then obviously the Rivendell set would be releasing then too. So it's like you guys like if you had gone a week later, man, you would have really
Wait, the Ravens
home
Den
run.
set?
Yeah, the Ravens dance.
okay.
Yeah, that one. And
Yeah, they were going to be doing a signing there at the store.
you can find that article on Promo Breaks.
He was also miffed because Legoland Germany was closed for the winter, so there were a number of reasons that we were off on our timing. However, we couldn't have gone any later due to the circumstances of how we were getting our plane tickets over there. So it was what it was, but we ended up missing out on a lot of things, unfortunately.
You still had a great trip, and it still was fun, I'm sure, and you had some great experiences, but just missed a few little Lego check marks. But anyway, next time, Daniel, you'll get it. Alrighty. So here's, speaking of pirates, I also saw on, I don't remember which Instagram page this was, but there was a rumored Pirates Icons set. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I have not seen
this.
This
This is very much in the rumor stage. No pictures, just a few little bits of information.
Interesting.
A weird price it's supposed to be direct to consumer, a weird price at $215.
Yeah.
Rumored. And about 2,500 pieces, which sounds about right for the price
interesting.
point.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up real quick.
It's
what
on Lego
Barracuda
Leaks on
Bay
Instagram.
was.
But yeah, so that one is very interesting. Hopefully they do that and it's a regular, anybody can buy it kind of set. I would love to see a ship or a little outpost or something. There's so much they could do with pirates.
Oh, absolutely.
Islanders, anything.
I would really love to see a fort. I was always more partial to forts than ships in terms of pirates. So I would love to see like a revamped El Dorado Fortress.
Some blue coats.
Or even a red coats fortress to match El Dorado Fortress, as much as some people hate red coats. Barracuda Bay was 2,545 pieces, so we're right in the same parts range. I'm not sure about retail price. I can't remember the original retail price for Barracuda Bay, but I'm sure it was somewhere in that ballpark.
I feel like it was in the 200s, 300s. So.
Yeah. So there you go. Another bone being thrown for the Pirates fans.
Yep. They deserve it too. Bionicle, Pirates, Classic Castle, Classic Space. Those are kind of the big genres of Lego IPs.
Exactly.
Everything else is cool, but those have some big fan bases behind them. So. Tunner says, why was the Temple of Doom canceled? Because Temple of Doom was a very, very edgy movie for PG, so that's probably one reason.
Has that officially been canceled now? Or
That's the
heard
rumor.
the rumors about it being potentially delayed, that it was not on the list for coming out at the same time as the rest of the sets.
Yeah, it might just be that they're dropping it later, like in the fall or Christmas time release.
It would be odd, yeah.
But it could be that they're not doing it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do it after, like, if they leak all these images, right, that big leak, there's actually a good chance that not all of them will make it now that they've gotten out. You know, I don't know. So we'll see.
Especially all the ones from that interest survey thing they were doing.
Exactly. That's the one I was referring to, yeah. So it could be that we end up not seeing some leaks. So. But wait a second. Presume we need to submit that to Lego Ideas. What is it? Oh, yeah, the VeggieTales thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Marcel the Castaway.
Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, just take the Ray the Castaway thing and just pluck Marcel down on there.
That'd be perfect. Yeah, give him an outfit. It'd be hilarious. All right, you got any Lego news for us, Daniel?
I got one real hot off the press.
That is hot off the press.
Fresh this morning. Executor Class Super Star Destroyer. Previously only available in thousands of dollars, thousands of pieces. That thing was huge. It's like 4 feet long or something ridiculous.
Oh, it's one of the longest Lego sets.
Anyway, getting a new one. The glorious return of MIDI scale. It is 630 pieces for $70. That is a steal. Supposedly it's already available for pre-order, so I think it was an official reveal today.
Yeah.
This is another one of those things that I'm very surprised we got this far without hearing any leaks or rumors about.
Yeah. So that's what Chris mentioned when I mentioned it to him. He was like, they actually kept this one under wraps. I didn't hear a single thing about it. Maybe there was actually some rumors, but...
It doesn't look like there's any minifigs with it, and I think that helps with things not being leaked, because sometimes one of the first things you see leaked is the minifigures.
Yeah.
So... I guess Lego has less trustworthy people working in proximity to minifigure design than set design. I don't know.
That's where all the leaks come out, yep.
It seems like that's where it starts. You know, we've seen the UCS X-Wing pilot that's coming out that kind of hinted at that. I think we saw the BTS Dynamite figs come out well before that set. So
seen some
Mandalorian
Mandalorian
leaks always
figures.
start with the minifigs, which is interesting.
But I do like the price point. I love the smaller scale.
Oh, yeah.
I would argue this is not MIDI scale.
Well, I mean, okay, scale is always off when
Yeah.
you're talking about Star Wars ships.
I think
because they're the
this
size of
is micro scale, and
cities.
it's a big ship. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's my
yeah.
argument.
That's
Now,
fair enough.
it's-
That's fair enough.
I like it, and I think it's good, and I like the size, and they're actually making a cool, big, like adult-centered Star Wars set that's like under $500.
Yeah.
How nice is that? You know, but at the same time, it's like MIDI scale. That's a stretch.
It's
for
only
me,
MIDI
but-
scale in the sense that you think Star Wars ships that are micro scale is like fit in the size in the palm of your hand.
Yeah. I can see that.
And large scale is UCS set size. So this is like play set size is
Yeah.
probably a more
Yeah.
accurate description, but it's not really a play set because it's still adult targeted.
Yeah.
It has the 40th anniversary sticker, it has a little plaque, it has a nice sleek black stand for it to sit on, and then it has two what I would call micro scale regular Star Destroyers to kind of flank it.
Yeah, those are definitely in the micro scale. Those, original Star Destroyers, not the Super Star Destroyer.
I'm going to use MIDI scale to do a transition here. I don't know if y'all have talked about this before, but the Yavin 4 Rebel base is another rumor to be coming out. $160 for and 1,067 pieces.
Yep.
I use MIDI scale as a reference because last time they almost did the Yavin 4 set. This is the infamous unreleased set that was pictured in the Star Wars Visual Dictionary. That was back in like 2009, 2010. There was a MIDI scale X-Wing, and that was around the same time that the MIDI scale Star Destroyer and Millennium Falcon came out, which were the previous only two MIDI scale sets. So I'm really excited to see that one. That may be another one I have to get with that Yavin 4 base, because I always liked that old one that never released.
Yeah, it needs more coverage because they've basically beaten to death every other original trilogy scene
absolutely.
and vehicle,
It's
and so
shocking we've never gotten anything Yavin 4 really.
barely, at all.
No
so.
medal ceremony, no hanger.
Yeah, and that's those are some iconic landmarks of Star Wars. So,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, and also 160. I think you said the price was rumored to be.
160 for that one.
That's pretty reasonable too. Anything under
the
200.
70 for the Super Star Destroyer is like mind-boggling. I
Yeah.
feel like they could have gotten $100 for that.
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm glad to see them actually dialing down, especially on Star Wars, which can be a little overpriced sometimes. So, very good to see. There's a marketing guy at Lego going, "We did it!" Yeah, you're right for that.
Somebody got a bonus.
It's like the when the Apollo missions actually succeed and everyone's cheering in the room. That's probably what they're doing. That's
Yeah,
great.
Nexus to Axis. Thumbs up to Lego for getting one past us.
Exactly. Those rumors, they'll catch up to them. Corey is here in the chat. That's actually the Corey who was able to
That's
take
the Corey.
Daniel and Steven over to Germany and go on a trip with them. So that was really fun. So.
And then came back and bought giant sacks of Lego yesterday.
Exactly.
With some store credit.
Yeah, you were buying up some Duplo, Corey. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm looking
Duplo,
forward to them. I think he was inspired by the model train mountains, and he wanted to build some. So
So we got some good filler brick.
Exactly. Alrighty. So this is important news, and I wanted to bring it up fairly early because it is kind of urgent, and there's some prices associated with it.
Important news.
The brick separator.
Well, let me know when we're ready to get back to the unimportant news.
I just want to just make.
I see.
So
I see. Yeah.
the brick separator is out of stock on Lego.com, and you know what that means. If something on Lego.com goes out of stock, it goes up in value fast.
Lego investors, buy. Sealed brick separators.
I have taken the
Get
liberty
in now.
of
Get in while it's hot.
acquiring all the brick separators at Atlanta Brick Co. So I'm now taking offers.
Buy low, sell high. Buy, sell, buy,
Exactly.
sell,
Buy now, because I'm starting bids at $5 each. And let me know. You can reach us at atlbrick.com or call our number.
I think the value mark is actually in the sealed poly bag.
Oh man,
These are used brick separators, Mark. They need new condition,
Dang it.
new
Oh.
sealed, mint and sealed bag.
Yep. All right. Well, so we'll start the bid at $250 then. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, $250.
Exactly. That's good. No, you can actually. We usually give those away if you need one. So let us know. We'll throw one in
We
with
should
your
be
order.
giving them away. We leave them in the pick-a-brick, so they're essentially.
That's where I grabbed those
they're
from. Yeah.
basically free. You know what's? I don't usually rag on bricks and minifigs live on TV, but I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
I went into a bricks and minifigs store. They had a cup of brick separators by the register. They were charging $1 for brick separators.
That's a little much.
That really gets me going.
That gets your
That
goat
gets
pretty
my
bad.
goat.
Oh
Man,
dear.
they should be at most 25 cents, or we throw them in the pick-a-brick. So if you're buying them by weight, that's like negligible. That's
This is
at
$30 for
at most
probably
5 cents
100
a
or
piece.
more. Yeah, this is like 150 brick separators for $30. So yeah,
Yeah, it's It should be essentially free.
Yeah, it is. So don't freak out about the brick separators. You can find them.
T Valkyrie says I'd like a turquoise one. Yeah, is that only
there's
orange?
there's about a dozen in there. We can get you.
Hard to find is the green one.
The OG green one is harder to find now. Yeah.
Well, the OG green one or the newer style green one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're talking about rare brick separators. This is real niche stuff.
Anyway, yeah, brick separators are the new goat. That's right, Morgan. That only you heard it here first. But
yeah.
Alrighty, let's see. I urgently did a brick separator. I broke my nails taking apart a prototype version of Emmett's house from a dream I had. Wow, that's pretty crazy nostalgic land. You got to get the brick separators so you don't hurt those fingernails. So. All right,
I want to talk Jurassic Park.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. A whole bunch of Jurassic Park sets. I'm gonna work my way up to the coolest one. So the first one is Dilophosaurus Ambush. So
we've seen this a few times.
But now we're seeing it. These are all Jurassic Park sets. These are not Jurassic World sets.
Wow.
So
okay.
This is the first time we've gotten like a full wave of actual Jurassic Park sets. The only real Jurassic Park sets we've gotten are the humongous gate with the T-Rex, the more recent T-Rex Breakout, and then there was one like little playset style one of like the
computer room
center, the computer room. So now we're getting a full wave of Jurassic Park sets. I'm very happy for this. So Dilophosaurus Ambush should be Dennis Nedry and the Jeep Wrangler.
I'm looking
the gray
forward to
and red
that.
Jeep Wrangler, and then of course a Dilophosaurus like spitting in his face. Maybe you get like a little bit of a mudslide with the can of Barbasol or something.
Yeah, a little sign that you can turn it
a
around.
Sign you can spin the arrow. Yeah, $20.
Hey.
That one has me a little. There is one more set that was cheaper than this that I didn't include because it was a 4+ set.
Okay.
But $20 seems a little on the edge. That one could maybe also be a 4+ set. I'm gonna hope
or
not.
at least very low parts count and maybe a little simplistic. So.
Then we've got the Search for the Triceratops. Now it's called the Search because it's the scene where they're searching through a large pile of droppings.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Anyway, so you get the Triceratops, you get a buildable pile, and I think you get a few minifigures. I didn't write down which minifigures come with it, but I bet you get Ellie Sattler and Alan Grant and some of the other ones. Maybe the Jurassic Park like veterinarian guy.
Yep.
That one's $50, so that's
also good.
Probably standard.
Yep.
Another great one that comes with the Jeep is the. I didn't write the exact title down, but it's like. Discovering the Brachiosaurus or something. So it's the very first scene where the Jeep pulls up and you see the huge Brachiosaurus off in the distance. And it's coming with molded Brachiosaurus, which we haven't seen in a long time. And they're supposedly like 9 inches tall. So let's see, that's about a foot. So at least that tall. So pretty good height on them. And that's also going to come with the Jeep Wrangler. That one's going to be $80.
Yeah.
There's also going to be like a tree with some leaf branches that you can have the figures like sit on or feed the leaves to the.
That's
the
cool.
So very cool.
Man, I'm gonna have to buy these so bad.
Yeah.
This is...
$80 for that one. That's another good one. And then the cream of the crop, Jurassic Park Visitor Center. Finally getting one. $120. It's gonna have the entrance hall with the fossil, the skeleton of the T-Rex.
Yep. Wow.
So that should be maybe about like the idea set. Probably smaller though, fewer pieces. You get the banner that's over top of it when dinosaurs ruled the earth. I think it's also got the kitchen and the lab and some of the other rooms there.
That's so cool. And so how much was that one again? That's
$120 for that one.
Also pretty affordable.
This is a good spread of prices.
Yeah.
I think for a wave of. They're going to be more playset style as opposed to adults, D2C kind of scale and price.
Nice figures, dinosaurs, hopefully.
Which is great. Should get some great figures. I'm still holding out that we get something from Mr. DNA. I'd love like a little Mr. DNA.
You could probably mock that. You could mock that one pretty easy. Anyway, but no, I honestly, before you mentioned this, I didn't think I needed them. But now, even hearing what their price point is, what they're going to include,
I was always so bummed that we'd never really gotten a lot of Jurassic Park sets. It was always Jurassic World because that's what.
Or Dino Island, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Awesome.
Let's see what people are saying there. Let's see. Nostalgia Clan said, Mom's going to go crazy when I tell her about the Jurassic Park sets. There you go. Sounds like she's a fan of Jurassic Park. Finally, a Dennis and a Jeep set. Yep, that was Grumpy J. Let's see.
Oh, Scott Shilley said, needs a trans clear amber with mosquito. That'd be cool.
Trans clear. Well, we've gotten a few different amber pieces with mosquito. There's like a 1x1 brick, but I think the cooler one is like the old Monster Fighters like Moonstone piece. There
That's
was one of
correct.
those that has the
In a
the
poly
mosquito
bag,
in it.
yeah.
Yeah, and a few different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited for that. I can't wait to see how those look.
Yep. Need a Jurassic Park escape with helicopter and John Hammond. I mean,
Helicopter would be good. Yeah, yeah.
that's also something you could just get a city police helicopter and modify it too. But yeah.
So the most important thing is it's going to bring the value down of, well, not the original figures, but you're going to be able to get Jurassic Park figures for cheaper than previously when they were only in some of those larger, more expensive sets.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, you get the poly bag. Yeah, exactly. Johnny Flounder was pointing out the poly bag too. So yeah, definitely, Scott. If you haven't gotten that one and that's something you want to get, it's pretty cool. And I think it's not like terribly expensive to get that poly bag with that.
Probably
piece.
not.
Probably under 20.
Yeah, there was a regular poly bag, and then there was one that had the Doctor Wu minifigure. I think it came with the video game, the Jurassic World video game.
Yeah. Dino heads and helmets series size. That'd be cool. Fazoom, is that a rumor or is that something you'd like to see? Because I would like to see that too. So. I know that Bricker Builds is doing dino eggs you could get. So those are pretty fun. And then, so if Lego hasn't made them, Bricker Builds has. So. Yeah.
Gosh, you want to do one?
Yeah, so this is another weird rumor from the same source as the Pirates Icon set, but there's a rumored Corvette C1 Icon set, which is $150 and in 1,200 pieces. So that is pretty cool. The Corvette C1 is a very different looking Corvette. It looks more like a 50s style, 60s style car versus the more 70s style, more the iconic Corvette that you're thinking of. So be interesting to see the C1 built in Lego, especially for a larger parts count. That sounds like about the size of the Mustang.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit more substantial.
This is Icons, which was the kind of successor or rebranding to Creator Expert. So yeah, same scale as things like the Mustang. The
Beetle, the VW, the Mini.
But even the James Bond Aston Martin, not the little Speed Champions one, but the larger one. So that scale, roughly same price point, piece count. So it'll be very in line with that.
Yeah, Corvette C1's a cool car, but it's not as iconic as the later versions of the Corvette. So that is an interesting choice. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other cars too besides Corvettes and Mustangs. All right. Anyway, what else do you got on there for us, Daniel?
Let's see what I got. A new larger scale architecture set, more in line with the Great Pyramid, is the Himeji Castle. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation.
That sounds right to me. So.
It is a. I don't know much about the real building, but it's a large kind of Japanese pagoda style castle, probably perched up on top of a mountain. So
very iconic, beautiful.
I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
Looking forward to that one. That's architecture.
It's kind of a blue and white color scheme, so it'll be a really nice color scheme.
There's a lot of Asian architecture that kind of gets overlooked, like Taj Mahal. We're done. Yes. Or Great Wall. We're done.
China. Yeah.
There's a lot more very cool items like this castle to be explored. So I'm excited to see that for sure. And
for sure,
pretty good price point too. So.
There's a bunch of vehicles and things, which is not really my strong suit, but I'll just kind of blow through them real quick. Yamaha MT 2022, $170 to $200 rough price range on that one. Liebherr 13,000, so that's like a construction vehicle, $450.
So Gary's gonna be excited about that. I don't know who else.
So this is another humongous Technic. We've had the Liebherr excavator before. This one I believe is like a crane. Lamborghini Huracan, I think we've heard rumors about that one already. That one's going to be $50. And then this was another interesting one. So we've been getting some sets recently where they're doing recolors of old sets. So we're supposedly seeing the Bugatti Bolide again, but recolored in blue this time. Last time I believe it was in yellow.
Yellow and black,
So we'll be seeing that one again. Probably pretty much just a direct color swap like they did with the Fiat. Or there was like a T-Rex set where they did a recolor. I'm trying to remember what some of the other ones were. But this is kind of a new thing Lego's been trying out, is to literally re-release the same set, but in a different color.
What if we did it in blue?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it sells.
Well, what's funny is, it actually, I think, adds a little collectability, because the Fiat by itself is a cool set, but then you have a blue one, so you have two of them.
You got to get both.
So negative, but yeah, so it does add a little bit of collectability. So.
Yeah. Another more interesting vehicle, I think, there is a rumor for a Mars Perseverance rover, which will be $90, which is relatively affordable. We haven't really seen any Mars rovers since even the predecessor to Lego Ideas, which was, how do you pronounce it? I always get...
The Kuso?
Yeah, Kuso. Yeah. There was I believe it was Mars Curiosity rover, I think. So Haven't seen a lot of Mars rovers or anything since then. But
Before then, there was Lego Discovery branded sets, and he had the
Yeah.
giant Mars rover, which is super rare
there was
and
a
expensive.
wacky one with those blue solar panels. I think we had
Plastic
that on a Rare
panels.
Sets video.
We couldn't get that one completed. I think it's still in the graveyard somewhere.
Probably.
Or somebody just bought
It was
it.
pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So some interesting things coming out there for sure.
Some weird vehicles, and I think some of those smaller ones are going to be Technic. Like the Lamborghini sounds like a Technic, obvious choice.
Yeah,
you know,
most
so.
of those were Technic or Speed Champions.
Yeah. But so Gary and a few other people, I know that like Grant and Vogan, they just love those Speed Champions and Technic cars.
yeah.
And I, as someone who started out with minifigures, I don't see the appeal, but that is actually a very big and profitable section of Legos to do vehicles and Technic and that kind of genre. So it's interesting. So. Yep, I absolutely have to make the Lamborghini. There you go, Nostalgic Land. See, people like them. But yeah.
Jason Entwistle says, "Afternoon, folks." Maybe he's over across the pond
There
somewhere.
you go. Jason's probably in a different time zone than us then.
Lego website was slammed last night. Waited in the queue for 10 minutes. When I got in, all the March 1st sets were HTTP 404 errors for a while. Since BTS is on back order, I suspect the BTS army. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I was not on Lego whatsoever last night, so there wasn't anything I really needed as a day one order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did not go for any of those sets, but that I could see that the website having troubles, and they have probably some of the bigger servers of any website in the world, and they still
According
get
to
crashed.
Scott
yeah.
Schiller, that set is already on eBay for $237. Whatever.
Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah, fine.
Yep. Speed Champions is the new scalper line. It is actually, Fazum, you're right, because the Fast and Furious ones were, people were trying to sell this for insane amounts of money, and they're finally getting them out in quantity. So
Yep.
it's pretty nuts. So yeah.
Next, it says X had a classic space helmet bust. That would be awesome. That would be very cool. That would be interesting. I bet you could make a mock of that pretty easily.
Yeah, I know that people have done mosaics of classic space stuff, so you could probably just kind of craft that rounded shape. Well, it's just kind of tricky too. Maybe some Lowell sphere going on there, but
Yeah, I think it'd have to be.
the last one that I had written down was the Disney figs, and so they released official pictures, not blurry. I mean, we had some fairly not terrible photos before, but
We got close-ups.
these are really good photos all over. You can find them anywhere now. So they look great. There's a couple that I'm really excited about, most notably Prince John and Robin Hood, the Fox.
Yeah, those are very good.
Yeah, and then I also like Mulan. So they're looking
Mulan's pretty
really
good, yep.
really good selection of figures, and excited to see more Disney as well, because Disney and Lego has become a very, very popular and in-demand genre for Lego. So
This
excited to
100th
see that.
anniversary is very exciting for sure.
Yeah, Cruella looks great.
Yep. I do like the Cruella. I like the Stitch, of course, with the 4 arms. I'm glad to finally see those again in another figure.
And the blasters, yeah.
The only one that I'm a little disappointed with personally is the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey. Because I think they went with they kept the Mickey head in scale with the other Mickey heads they've done. And then they added the hat on top, and
So
it
he's
looks
like-
like his head is enormous.
Well, it is, but
and they had to give him this like special new broom piece, so he's like a little top heavy looking. It's kind of odd, but
yeah. So the Sorcerer Mickey was kind of more of a pointed shape,
yeah,
and then so when you add that head, it really throws off the scale
Yeah.
quite a bit. So
yeah.
it's
Maybe it's just these preliminary pictures. Maybe it'll be better in person, but
let's see.
it's just a little.
Yeah, it's a
that
little
one
big.
doesn't look too bad, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Oftentimes the photo doesn't quite give you the impression of the real fig in your hand. So
Oh, for sure. I mean, one of the most infamous cases of that was the Kuil that came in the UCS Razor Crest. Everybody thought he looked terrible, like his head was all squashed and thin, but I think the physical one in your hand is really fine.
yeah, I was on that boat for sure, because I was like, he looks terrible. And
Yeah,
then when I saw the
actually,
Razor
speaking of
Crest,
which, there he is.
when I saw the Razor Crest, he doesn't look bad at all. So yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Alrighty. Anything else on your news today, Daniel? Otherwise, we're pretty good. We'll probably have a slightly early episode here today.
I'm not seeing anything else. I think everything else y'all covered last week. Is that right? The Bat Cave, the Marvel set, and
Yeah.
the UCX X-Wing?
Yeah, we should have covered that last week as well, but yeah. So a couple news items, nothing insane. I mean, going to Germany is pretty crazy, though. I mean, we had some fun stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, definitely stay tuned for all the live streams coming up soon. We've got our next Joy of Building is going to be tomorrow night, and that's going to be Steven and Garrett will be joining us instead of Joe, because Joe is actually on his way to New Zealand, so that's actually kind of news.
There you go.
Joe's going to be gone for, I'm guessing, 2 weeks or so, because it's a
long trip. Yeah.
It's a couple days flight out
when
there.
you fly that long to get there, you spend a lot of time out there. You don't just go for a few days.
Yeah, I think one of the flights he's going to be on, I think it's from Texas to New Zealand, is going to be a couple days. So, which is pretty mind-boggling. But yeah. So I've flown 9 hours across the Atlantic before, but this is a whole nother ball game. So yeah. But stay tuned for Joy of Building. We've got a Friday live stream. We've got Saturday videos like crazy. So not only Daniel and Steven sharing their experiences in Germany, but we also got on my channel the Rock Raiders. And then we'll be back again next week with a haul. So yeah. Thanks for joining me today, Daniel. Really appreciate all the insight and news. So thank you guys for tuning in. We sure appreciate all you. Don't forget to drop a like on your way out.
Wait, hang on. I got to hit that like button.
There you go. If you hit a like, I can do that too.
I always forget. I got to go do it.
We're up to 24 likes, so that's not too bad. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out.
We'll certainly appreciate it. See you later, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.
Subscribe! Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.